Ukraine is known as the breadbasket of Europe, and the war has already caused significant, far-reaching interruptions to the country's agricultural production and exports. But in recent weeks, videos have emerged showing direct attacks on Ukraine's farms and food storage facilities, leading many to believe that Russia is systematically targeting the country's agricultural systems. Caitlin Welsh, a food security expert at the Center for Strategic and International Studies, told us more.
We're seeing our direct targets on Ukraine's means of agricultural productivity in all aspects, from fields where we see Russia having planted landmines to dairy sheds where they are attacking sheds and killing cattle, to silos where grain is stored, to railroads where grains are transported from farms to markets. All aspects, there's nothing that's been left untouched from this war. We do know that Russia is deliberately targeting Ukraine's agriculture sector. The Kremlin, of course, is denying this, but it's precisely what they are doing. And we have obtained images of warehouses that are used to store food, store grains. Agricultural producers would bring their products to be stored here, and then trucks would come to gather this product for export. And this is an instance where we saw complete destruction of some aspects of this warehouse facility. There are homes around this warehouse facility that were left virtually untouched, which indicates to us that Russia is directly targeting these places and making a deliberate attack to curtail Ukraine's agriculture sector. There are a number of dairy sheds, around 10, I believe, and there were several that were directly targeted, that were completely destroyed, others that had some minor damage that would reduce the amount of production at this facility. Another instance that we've seen is a railroad bridge that is important to exporting grains from Ukraine's grain-producing region to its ports. It's very narrow, very precise destruction of the railroad tracks, which will take a significant amount of effort to rebuild.
Russian troops have also been accused of stealing grain and farm supplies from Ukraine. This video shows a convoy of Russian vehicles transporting equipment like tractors taken from a dealership in the occupied Ukrainian city of Melitopol. Some of the expensive vehicles contained GPS tracking devices that showed they ultimately ended up in Chechnya. The mayor of Melitopol claimed that Russian troops had cleared out grain warehouses in the city. Incidents like this could have severe consequences on Ukraine's economy and food security.
Agriculture is incredibly important to Ukraine's economy. It contributes about 10% of annual GDP in Ukraine. The greater the extent of Russia's destruction, the less revenue the Ukrainian government will receive from agriculture. So I think it's an important aspect of undercutting Ukraine's economy. Even if the war were to stop tomorrow, it would take a significant amount of time and a significant amount of resources to bring Ukraine's agriculture sector to the point that it was pre-war.